Who is defining your life? Who have you allowed to put a label on your life? You'll never be good enough. You could never do that. Why are you trying to get better? You'll never amount to anything. You're just a single person. You'll never accomplish anything till you find that mate, and then you'll do something great for God. You're not smart enough. You're not the right size. You're not from the right side of the tracks. In fact, you're from the wrong side of the tracks. When I think of people like that, I think of one woman that comes to mind. Is a woman who came, I guess, to High Point Church many years ago. I'm not sure how long ago. When I first saw this woman, she was on a walker. She didn't say much. And she seemed to be paralyzed in one part of her body. She had a hard upbringing. She came from a very poor family. Oftentimes, she didn't have shoes because things were so bad. In fact, she wrote me a note one time, and I pulled it out and found it. It says this to me. April, I am one of many children from a home where we were considered a burden. My siblings and I struggled for attention and learned that we got it by being extreme. Extremely good, outperforming, or by acting out and being bad, yelling louder at everyone else. I coped by adopting the mindset, we'll work for love. I hated myself. I thought I didn't deserve love or respect because I was poor, I was poorly dressed, and I was raised like poor white trash. I was uncouth. We kids never even owned a toothbrush. Pat was raised in a situation that was abusive. She was sexually abused. She was treated very wrongly as a child, and at an early age she got married to escape from the hard family life that she had. And much to her sadness, the man that she married continued the same cycle of abuse. He abused her. He treated her hatefully. And she stayed with it as long as she could, but she finally left that situation, and not long after that, Pat had a severe stroke. The doctor said that she wouldn't be able to function. That's about the time that I met Pat, I believe, and that she, like I said, she didn't say much. She just kind of came about her way in the colonnade out there. And Misty, who you met before, heard about this lady that wanted to volunteer in the preschool department. And she heard about her setbacks. She heard about the things that she had been through. And Misty said this, and I love this about Misty. She said, yeah, but can she sit in a chair? Could she hold a baby? And you know what? Pat could sit in a chair and she could hold a baby. You know what she began doing every Sunday? She began to go back and volunteer in Kids Point, and she would sit in a chair, and they would bring a baby to her, and that she would rock a baby. Deep down, what you don't know about Pat is a genius. She's a talented musician. She's a talented writer. But because of what people had put on her and because of extenuating circumstances, she had been beaten down. But she found her niche. She found a person who believed in her. And you know what? It wasn't long before people started bringing their babies. Where's Miss Pat? I want her to sing over my baby. And you know what? Pat Nash sits back there with those kids, and she sings over those children. She gives them the love that she never received as a child. But she turned a tragic situation around. Miss Pat Nash, would you stand up? I want you to give her a great big hand clap. By the way, she walks now without a walker. An awesome, awesome woman of God. Listen, ladies, people's opinion of you can divert you from God's destiny. I want you to hear what I'm saying. People with good intentions or not, with what they say about you and what they try to put on you, can hold you back if you allow them to.